Good morning, Whitman Post, and happy Friday, October 24th of 2025. We are on a day 4, and also 1024 marks the end of the first quarter. That's right, end of quarter 1. So we've made it. We do have team planning day for many of our homeroom teachers. So we will have additional substitute teachers in our building. Please make sure you are showing them just how awesome of third, fourth, and fifth graders we have here at Whitman Post. Make us all warrior proud. All right, and today in the cafeteria, it's Friday, so what else but Sam's cheese pizza, broccoli, strawberries, and a juice cup, or the sack lunch option is still the Lunchable before we switch next week. All right, we got some fun Friday funnies. We got some good ones. Keep them coming, everyone. This first one is coming to us from Addison B. from third grade Mrs. Bankovich's class. Addison wrote, "What kind of music are balloons afraid of?" What kind of music are balloons afraid of? Pop music. All right. And this next one is coming to us also from Mrs. Bankovich's class. We have Henry L., who said, "Which room is missing in a ghost's house?" Well, that's seasonal. Which room is missing in a ghost house? The living room. All right. Thanks, Henry. And finally, we have Taylor Starut from Mrs. Matthews' class. She says, "Why can't a leopard hide?" Why can't a leopard hide? Because it's always spotted. All right. Thanks, guys, for those Friday funnies. All right. So a little more serious topic. Fifth graders, no football today. I know you guys have already been forewarned about that. Unfortunately, football has been the cause of some conflict. So we're going to just take a little pause today. Hopefully we'll get that back on Monday. But just overall, everybody, remember, we can't let things get so physical. Make sure you're using kind words. Also, let's not let football simply transfer to soccer. Please make sure you guys are being safe. If you're playing a game of soccer, there should be no more than 10 on a team, okay? So please keep that in mind. Please, everybody, make sure that we are keeping our hands and feet to ourselves, okay? And so with that, a reminder for everybody, when it comes to recess football, it is one-hand touch, or you can also use the flags or the belts. And make sure, this is really important, let's make sure we're using kind words, okay? I know some of us have used the word trash out there. I don't want to hear that, okay? Please use kind words, show that sportsmanship, and make sure we're playing by the rules. Thank you. And that goes for everything. All right, Warrior Proud Spotlight of the Day, third grader Ureli S. From Miss Parker's class, being nominated by Mrs. Wells for being united. I know it says on task, that's a mistake. It should say united, always willing to help out her classmates. That's also being certainly polite and responsible. We appreciate that, Ureli. Thank you for helping out others. All right, fourth grader, we have Laia Pina Contreras from Mrs. Fish's class. She is being nominated by our secretary, Mrs. Booth, for being polite, by always having good manners when in school. I love hearing that. Way to go, Laia. And finally, we have fifth grader Wolf Beanie from Mrs. Tula's class being nominated by PE teacher Miss Dimke for being united. I love this. Listen to this one. By always cheering on others and having a great attitude toward any activity that they're doing in PE. Way to go, Wolf. I love it. You three can come on down to pick up your nomination forms and bring these home to show your grown-ups and also enjoy that concrete mixer from Culver's. All right, we have scooter picks for today. Third grader Zayden G from Miss Williams' class. Fourth grader Amicia C from Miss Larson's class. And fifth grader Elliot F from Mrs. Negri's class. Come on down, grab a scooter, have a scooterific day. All right, we've got a few birthdays going on. First and foremost, we have Broden S from Mrs. Fish's class celebrating his birthday today. Get on the train, Broden. Woo, woo. And moving into the weekend, tomorrow we have Teresa B celebrating her birthday. She is from Mrs. Jacoby's class. Woo, woo. Also tomorrow, Gregory C from Miss Lorca's class. Woo, woo. We also have Harper F from Mrs. Jacoby's class. A few birthdays in Mrs. Jacoby's. Woo, woo. And Jackson U from Mrs. Tula's class. Woo, woo. And celebrating his birthday on Sunday, we have Austin G from Miss Slavacek's class. And Lexi H from Mrs. Fish's class, also celebrating her birthday Sunday. As well as Lily S from Mrs. Rowland's class. And Haley U from Miss Larson's class, celebrating her birthday Sunday. Woo, getting a little lightheaded here. All right, Aubrey from Miss Slavacek's class, celebrating her birthday Sunday. And also Sunday, Zane Z from Mrs. Tula's class. And with that, I hope you all have a birthday today or throughout the weekend that is as awesome as you. Whew! At this time, would you all please rise and join me in our Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Whitman Post Student Pledge. I am the one and only person who has the power to decide who I am and what I do. I accept the consequences for my decisions. I am in charge of my learning and behavior. I respect the rights of others, and I am a credit to myself, my family, my school, and my community. I believe, I achieve, I succeed. All right, warriors, I want you to take a moment and think of this as we approach others, okay? A little reminder from Mr. St. Louis. Remember to tell each other, I see you, I care for you, I will help you. Let's be warrior proud. Remember, warriors, that each of you are incredibly important. You belong here and you are loved. Think, who are you going to uplift today, warriors? Have a great day.